Well, okay, we are traveling today, and so I thought you might want to see what we're doing now. I skipped all the getting up in the morning and taking a shower thing, but I am making coffee so that we could get the day started. And yeah, we're going to just kind of take you along with us today, so stick around. Okay, so one of the cool things about travel day is, and Teresa working, although I prefer not to be, is that we're not going to leave until afternoon. So it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm having my coffee. I'm going through my normal daily routine. I'm about to shoot our daily coffee talk, or daily coffee thought, I should say. And then we'll get up on the roof, make sure that everything's cleaned off of the slides, and start pulling things in. But really there's no sense of urgency till a little bit later. I do have to fuel up the truck. I need to fill up the propane. So those are all things that need to get done. And then once I get back from getting fuel, then it'll be, you know, time to start wrapping up the trailer. Well, we got diesel in the truck, got it topped off. Forgot to do any filming there. I was on the phone, and while I was doing that, and we just topped off our propane, and so now it's back to the rig to start getting the inside buttoned up and get up on the roof and get the slide outs in. Okay, next thing that we had to do. Once we refilled the propane, we realized that we needed to change the batteries in our Mopica. And you don't need to see me changing batteries. You pop this cover off, and it's one of those 2032 batteries, like a watch battery. And then want to make sure that the bottom of your tank is nice and clean. And then you need to use some of this dielectric grease, and you're going to put that right on the sensors here, and then stick it back to the tank. Okay, we're up here on the roof. A valuable tool. I usually use a blower, but we found this squeegee in a brush, especially after it's been raining for a while. Super great for getting all the crap off of the roof of your slide outs. The squeegee works really well, especially when it's been raining a lot, because you don't want all that wet. And I can't reach, you know, the top of these slides, so we just squeegee that off, and that keeps water from getting down inside. We're ready to pull slide outs in. So every time we go out, we take out our torque wrench, and we make sure that our Anderson coupling is at 40 pounds and our hitch is at 70 pounds. You can't do that by guessing, so you got to have your torque wrench. So I just got done doing that, got all the slide outs in except for the dining room. That's always the last one to go in, because if that's in, we can't access anything inside the rig. So the last thing I really got to do is pull that in. I've already dumped the tanks. I've already disconnected the water. And so, yeah, the last thing we got to do is get that slide out in and get hooked up. All right, well, we got all the slide outs in except for this one. The reason I kept this one is because I can't hook up too early, but I needed to get into this cabinet right here so that I can pull the TV down. And so that is the last thing we'll do in here. Get the TV pulled down. All right, so the TV's down, and now I can bring in this slide out and get the truck hooked up. Okay, so we arrived yesterday evening, and it was raining, and we had to get everything set up, so we didn't update. But it is a drop-dead gorgeous day here today at Detroit Lake, and so everything that led to getting here, makes the experience good, because especially being full-time, all we really got to do is put stuff away to
go so that nothing falls or breaks or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, it is nice to just back in and then everything is there and we're ready to go. Yeah. So I think today's plan is we're going to head into the town of Detroit and check out how they've rebuilt it. 2 years ago it burned and there was only like 3 or 4 houses left.
Yeah, it was really weird because some things stayed, some things weren't affected, and some things totally burnt to the ground. So we're gonna go check it out.
Yep. So y'all come along with us. So we're down here at one of the docks at Detroit Lake State Park. So right there is the city of Detroit, Oregon. And you see the mountains here in the Sandy Am have still some snow on them. And then back this way is where we're camped back in here. So the water level is still super low. I mean,
this has been like this
we are on the boat dock right here.
2 or 3 years.
Then you can see, here's the city of Detroit. And you can see all the fire damage all around this area here. And back up into the valley up there where Brightonbush is. So we went into Detroit today just to check it out. We hadn't been back there since the fire. And they're rebuilding our favorite restaurant in Detroit, the only restaurant in Detroit. It's gone, and it's been replaced with some food carts. And there are a lot of RVs in Detroit where people have moved into fifth wheels and whatnot so that they could rebuild the houses. But we were pretty impressed. I didn't shoot any video. It just felt weird to me to break the camera out, especially when you're talking about people's lives that got affected and whatnot. So we opted not to film it, but we could talk about it. And it's nice to see Detroit's trying to get back on its feet. Yeah, what's really crazy is how low the water still is, even with all the rain and snow we've had. It's just, and this isn't as low as we've seen it, but this is crazy.